My name is Mchala the Voice. So, I came back to see, what is it like after the reopening, that is. So I'm just next to, let me show you, next to China Square. There it is. But there is a difference this time and the other time, simply because right now they don't allow anyone to record inside. So that's the difference. So here it is. Let me point at it. China Square. And that is that's there. But the population, actually, people are coming. So many people are coming here, man. So let me turn like this. I want to take a photo first of all for the thumbnail. Then we continue from there. So now back to recording. As I said before, they did not allow me to go inside and record simply because of what was happening, and I really understand, because I tried to reach out to the HR. The HR is actually the one who allowed me last time. If you have not watched my video last time when I was here, you can go back and watch my videos, that is. So now I want us to go back to the topic. Actually, this is the China Square. There inside is really packed. People are a lot of people there. So today I wanted to do a video about what are some of the changes that has happened since they were closed, then they reopened, closed again, then they reopened. What are some of the changes? But actually realize there are few changes in terms of prices. Only what has changed actually is the number of things or stocks, or maybe it is packed to the brim, that is, as compared to the first time when I came here. Remember, I was among the first people who came to China Square. Actually, the first people who discovered China Square. So, the question that arises is that, before these people came to Kenya, actually, there is something that you do, these people are not even Kenyans. So when you come to Kenya to start a business, there is something that you do, going to the government first of all for the permits. Of course, you have to go to KRA to get that PIN and certificate. Of course, you have to go to the county government. Here is in Kiambu County, because we are along Thika Road. Here is it Kiambu County, that is, because it's just close to Kenyatta University. Another thing that you need to do, actually, you have to go for fire certificate. Another thing you have to do, of course, these people that are working here, there are some things you have to do for them. So all these are things that you have to do, first of all, before allowing someone to start a business, especially someone who is from a different country. You know that. So the question that arises is that, before these people came, or maybe, let's talk about this is the Unicity, the mall that is in the China Square operates, actually Unicity. So is that they can call it China Square or China Mall. So in the Unicity, you can remember some time back, almost 10 years ago, the Unicity was open, but there were no businesses here. We start from there. There are no businesses at all, because I know this place, because I've never been at this place. I know. The only thing that you can find, there is somewhere outside there where it's written something like Bitcoin. I don't know what they do, but it was so dominant and it was so dull that even no investor was intending actually to come and invest here. So these guys came and they pulled a very huge crowd of people or businesses. Like here, I'm taking juice here. Just next to me there is a restaurant there. So this is because of China Square, and people are coming here because they're coming to shop here. Even if you go outside there, you go outside the parking, you can see it is packed to the brim. Even outside the gate, you can see small businesses like selling, sausages, selling, boiled eggs, so selling those, street foods that you can find in Kenya, simply because of this China Square. So at the same time, you remember in my previous videos, before I went to Tanzania, by the way, if you have not watched my videos in Tanzania, go check, man. I went to a paradise that I need you guys to go and check. Also in Rwanda and Uganda, go check. So before I went to Tanzania, there was a demonstration actually of the small, or let's say businesses, associations in Kenya were demonstrating in Kenya, saying, China has taken everything. Okay, I I think that is something good. Of course, the government has to protect its citizens, of course, the businesses in the country, the local businesses. But at the same time, it is the government who allow the China Square or the Chinese to come here and do business. That's another thing. So, something came into my mind again and asked, this Chinese Square, of course, the goods they are, bringing actually, they're coming from China, that's true. Also, our local traders, like local associations, all their, goods they're selling here, they're coming to China, buying at the same price, by the way. So this China Square, okay, the owner, of course, imports goods. They're being taxed the same way they're being taxed as Kenyans. Now, entering the Kenyan market now, that's where the problem comes in, because you find something here cheaper as compared to when you buy to our local traders. You get it? Very cheap actually. Like you find maybe here you're buying something at around 200 shillings. Then you go to our local traders, you're buying the same thing at around 600 Kenyan shillings. That is close to $6. 200 is close to 8, but the dollar's really skyrocketed. Today I changed the dollar. Actually, I changed the dollar because the exchange rate, like I was checking, according to the government, it's supposed to be 138. Imagine that. But I changed at 150. That's how crappy our currency is going. That's how economy is bad, actually. So you can imagine. So even leave alone the dollar. So I've talked about the economy already, even with that conversation of a dollar. And imagine people's salaries have been stagnant for close to 20 or 10 years or so. But the start of, prices of things or inflation, standards of things are going up every day. But the people's income has been stagnant for all those years. So a person gets an option. You can imagine. I get an option. Then someone says, I should not take that option. A cheap option. That cannot be possible. I'm going to take that cheap option, of course. So that is what is happening. So the same thing I like about the Somali community or the Somali businessmen. You find the prices actually here at China Square. They're close, like they're relative. That close. There's that closeness of prices in terms of how they sell things. So meaning they don't skyrocket actually the prices. You find we have got a problem with a local businessman skyrocketing because it is so obvious. Like every Kenyan right now wants to support Kenyan businesses. That is so obvious. But if if the product that I'm buying from my local, my fellow Kenyan is higher, or maybe the profit is unimaginable, is not making sense, why should I not go to China Square, a place like this one? So that is what is happening. Maybe you can give me a total, maybe you have a very different opinion. Tell me in the comment section. I need to know that. So that's what is happening right now. All these people have come here because things are relatively cheaper. Not like really cheap. That one for sure, I can assure you, it's not like really cheap, but relatively, like you can see, it's quite, the prices are quite fair as compared to our local traders. Now, another discussion comes. Now, what is the way forward? What is the way forward? So there is something that minister, or maybe let me say in Kenya we call them cabinet secretaries of trade, called Moses Kuria, say that the Chinese are welcomed as manufacturers and not as traders. But let's go back again to that discussion. You cannot tell me you want me to come as a manufacturer here, when even the cost of starting the manufacturing industry is just crazy. The cost of power, man, electricity, man, it is crazy. When the power or electricity is high, man, no way, no industry is going to be supported. When you're talking about petrol, just check like yesterday, man, the prices of petrol went up by around 2 shillings. When you just take it like for a person maybe who buys petrol or maybe fuel, maybe in small scale, that is a small amount or a small difference. But talk about industries. These people buy, thousands and thousands of liters, man. That difference, man, that is a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot of money, man. So you can imagine. Okay. So the thing is that if maybe the government is actually genuine about, supporting the local, traders, is actually creating a foundation or a market that is both beneficial, man, to the local trader and also to the mwananchi, so that I can have that confidence to go and trade to my fellow Kenyan. But if you've made everything, starting from the taxes, starting the business, starting from even the income of your countrymen, cannot afford them, of course they go for a cheaper product like this one. Like China is providing something fair, so I'll go for China Square. So that is what is happening. So the government should not pretend that they don't know what is happening. So if you're talking about China, let's be genuine. I know most people don't like Chinese, but are Chinese the only people who have come to Kenya as traders? You've got also the Americans, you've got the English people, you've got Australians, Canadians, talk about Indians, though we have got Kenyan native Indians, but I'm talking about those coming from outside. We have got Israelis here. What about them? What about them? So that is actually something that you're just trying to hide something. You don't want to say something, or maybe you did not benefit from something. The problem with the politicians of Kenya is that they want to squeeze everything. Any opportunity of making money, man, they want to squeeze it, even if it's corrupt money, man, they will squeeze it to the brink. So, when someone says that, China Square is affecting local business, I think that is pretentious, because you understood every step by step until these people established their businesses here. So, I want to finish my juice here. Then we go outside so that I can show you what is happening outside, man. That is so interesting, so that you get to see what is happening here at the China Square, and how China Square has actually impacted other businesses here in Uni City along, Thika Superhighway, just next to Kenyatta University. So let me take my juice. So for now, let's enjoy. Alright, I've finished my juice. Now it's my time to go. Oh, this is my money. Thanks to China Square. I would not have come here if it wasn't for this mall. So I want to go outside so that I can be able to show you what's going on here. So now let's go back to our topic. I was saying this. A few years ago, if you could have come here, maybe you could not have found any businesses, or like nobody was here actually. What are you coming to do here? So like right now, all this is happening, or you're seeing a lot of people here simply because there is let me pass first. There is China Square. So let me use this side of the parking so that I can be able to see the population of people. Or let's just go this way, but you can be able to see it, right? All right. So I was saying this. Let me be well fast. So this is what I was saying. You cannot pretend like you are trying to maybe help people, but at the same time it is you actually who actualize that mandate for actually people to come and invest in a country, right? So when a platform like this comes and people get an option to buy a cheaper product, the same product that they can be able to buy outside there on a different price, people are going to choose here. That is just automatic. There is no discussion about it. So that is what the government should know, first of all, even before maybe saying that these people are coming to destroy businesses. So that is the China Square. That's what you see when you come here. So that is just they're just pretending, man. Maybe maybe you have got a very different opinion from mine. You need to tell me. Maybe I'm thinking differently, but these people actually have impacted and have made this place busy. And don't look at it only about the Chinese getting profit, but for a businesses complement each other. Like when you go to a certain mall, for example, let's go to Sarit. When you go to Sarit, you find like the main business there, or the main thing there is Carrefour. But that Carrefour impacts other businesses, like you find restaurants inside there, or you find electronic shops inside there, or you find businesses, let's say just businesses there, because of Carrefour. People are going there for Carrefour, but I'm saying, man, I'm hungry, I've gone for shopping, let me buy something, lunch at a certain restaurant there, or maybe go shopping for clothes somewhere there. That's what's happened. So this China Mall has actually impacted business at this place. So we also look at it at a positive way, because I don't want to pretend, man. Maybe you say, okay, it has affected business, but convince me it is the government that you elected actually that say it's going to protect the hustlers. So there is the banner. So let's go to the entrance. So I was not even surprised when they said don't record, simply because I understand, man, the frustrations I've gone through. Even me, I could not have allowed. That was their marketing strategy, but it was suppressed by the same government that allowed them to operate. So what happened actually? It was closed. Then the government actually called them. They say they were going to have some talk. Then after that, it was reopened. So I actually went to see what are some of the changes, but actually I'm not seeing the changes. Even it is more packed. The government even did, more advertising. You see all these businesses, men, operating there simply because of this place. So let's not pretend. I want to go to this other place because I just wanted to show you today the differences. But I went inside. First of all, you should note that I went inside, but I was not allowed actually to record over the obvious reason. But the prices I just said from the beginning when I came here the last time, so you can go and check my videos, my previous video in China Square. So ladies and gentlemen, man, I really appreciate for your time, for watching and supporting. My name is the voice for those watching for the first time, and I do travel videos. Go watch my videos in Rwanda, go watch my videos in Uganda, go watch my videos in Tanzania as we move to the next country, man. I really appreciate for your time. So we are coming from that other end, man. You can see all these vehicles. They're coming here simply because of this China Square. So the government should learn something from that, or the local businesses should learn something like that. Of course, we want our local businesses to prosper, but how or why or what are these guys doing different that we can learn from them and apply the same so that our business can be successful? Look at what Isli has done. Isli, or the Somalis in Kenya, are running successful businesses. So we should also learn from them. So that is what is happening here right now, man. I really appreciate for your time. My name is Msao, the voice. Your time.